This is probably one of the most anticipated purchases I've made in the last, well, ever since I've been collecting the vintage collection.
Welcome everyone to our pickups video for Echo Base. We released the video the other day and now it's time for us to show off what we picked up. But first we should probably talk about the event itself. It was your third time going, Martin?
It was indeed, yeah, and you're fourth.
My fourth, yeah. And always very, very enjoyable. What did you sort of make of it this time in comparison to previous years?
This is undoubtedly my favourite one so far, for a number of reasons. Well, two main reasons. The first reason is I got to interact and hang out and meet more people this time that we've met over the couple of years that we've been doing this.
Yeah.
And people who watched the channel as well, which was awesome. Just being in the queue for an hour before we went in, we were hanging out with some guys from the community, and it was just great chatting away. It made that hour go extremely quickly,
Yeah.
as well as meeting everybody inside the venue. And the second thing is, I have to say, I know I've only ever been 3 times, but I have never seen so much Star Wars merch in one place. It was almost like there was double what there was the last time. Not double the amount of stalls, but actually double the amount of items.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of got in, well, we did the early bird as we quite often do. And where most people take the first left and sort of head down that first aisle, we sort of went down to the other end. So I wonder if that was sort of like a factor in it, those stalls hadn't been raided already, so kind of helped. But yeah. Speaking of all of the people that came up to us, I just want to extend a massive thanks to everyone who came and said hi and said that they loved the channel and they've subscribed and everything. Because those people have got us over the 1,000 subscriber mark, which is amazing. But more on that a little bit later. To mention a few, there was Grant came up to us, said hi. You gonna do it? Padme. Steve and Anne, we had a good little chat with them as well. Delvian, we got to speak to finally. We got to meet him. And then, of course, there was so many, weren't there? And all of the YouTube gang and the Instagram guys as well,
I just wish we could have had more time to spend chatting with them. But the one thing that I would say that Echo never fails to be is rammed. It was absolutely rammed. I mean, at some points it was getting a bit too much, wasn't it? And I was pretty tired. You were pretty tired. And we would have loved to stay for lunch, but I was just done in. I had to go, and but it would have been nice to have hung out with all the guys and gals. But alas, there'll always be next time.
But yeah, it was a lovely time, a great day, as it always seems to be. I also should say a special, thanks to your mate Dean for joining us and jumping behind the camera and getting a few of the shots, because it's quite nice for us to both be on camera, not having to, concentrate on what's going on. I can just sort of let loose and actually try and buy some things, I suppose. But so
you can blame Dean. It's all right. You can do it. I've been blaming him for years.
No, that's good. Yeah.
Love you, mate.
So let's get into our pickups then. We mentioned meeting our friends from YouTube. We mentioned meeting Stu, Universal Toy Collector. He was kind enough to give us a badge and a sticker. Stu,
yep.
Cheers, I've lost my sticker, mate. So if you could send me another one, because what I'm doing is I'm covering this sign with stickers. So I'm going to need to get a new one, if that's all right, mate. But another sticker came from our mate Des, because it's Star Wars. There it is.
I'm not just saying this, but when I saw these were getting given out when you went to NEC a couple of weeks ago, I was exceedingly jealous, and I wanted one so much. This is actually one of my most favourite things I got this weekend. I've just got to find somewhere really cool to put it. I haven't decided yet, because I want to do. That's a great idea. What you've just said is any stickers that we get, we should try and put them all together. So yeah, cheers, Des. That was great, and cheers to Stu for the badge and the sticker as well. They're gonna take pride of place somewhere. When I decide, I'll take a picture and stick it on Instagram.
Yeah, absolutely. Des was also kind enough to give us our notebooks.
Oh yes.
Did you bring? Yeah, you got that.
I did. I have got it here, and I said this would be perfect for the next quizzes we do with Stu. Obviously, you won't need too many pages, but this will probably take me up to the next final. So yeah, cheers, Des. That's very much appreciated, mate.
You got to be like that. I will get past the first round one day. So, do you want to start us off with your first pickups?
Yep. There was a couple of
How many did you get in the end? I can't remember.
I got 6 main purchases, 4 of which, unfortunately, and for reasons that people follow the channel will know, I'm not going to say what they are today. That'll be on a later episode of Making the Grade. Hint, hint. But 2 little items. This one was gifted to me by one of the stall holders that I purchased something from, and it's a soap, but it's called Bantha Poodoo. And it's coloured brown. It's absolutely hilarious, and it's got the Echo logo. So I assume it's one of the things that
swag
that was given out. But yeah, this is quite funny. So I'm going to find somewhere for that. That was great. Cool. I also, obviously, you've been round to ours before, and you know that whenever Steph and I visit somewhere, we always get a fridge magnet to memorize the day or commemorate the day that we went there. So I also picked up my usual purchase when we go to these things, an Echo base magnet for the fridge.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'll quickly do one of my main pickups. Now, this was something I just happened to come across, and you weren't with me at the time because we'd actually lost each other for a while.
Yeah, we got lost quite early on.
I managed to pick up this Rogue One Droid Factory 4-pack. It's cool. A lovely thing. I really like it.
I need that.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's C2B5, R2BHD, R3M2, and R5SK1. So the box is in fairly good condition. It's not mint perfect, but I don't mind. Just like I probably encouraged you with a few things over the years of collecting, you've certainly kind of got my momentum, I think, going when it comes to Astromech droids now. They're not my number one focus, but if I come across a bargain, I've got to pick them up.
They're so good. They are so good.
Yeah, they do look good.
Speaking of Astromech droids, I picked up a few. To start, I'll show off the Attack of the Clones Coruscant Guard R2D2. Nice little pickup. Nice. The card's in immaculate condition, to be honest. But yeah, it is what it is. Oh, I haven't checked that.
Oh wow, it still works. That's really unusual. That's great. Yeah. So that's the one with we're in episode 2. He's sort of scanning Padme's room.
He's in Padme's room. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, because the red light would be the scanner, and they've got the 2 little sort of assassin centipede type
things. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
2 Kuhoons assassin centipedes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Just read that off the side. Yeah, so that's going towards my little R2 collection. Well, not. I'll get to it in a bit, but I didn't spend a great deal at Echo this year. But yeah, do you want to do another one?
Yep, my next purchase. This is probably one of the most anticipated purchases I've made in the last, ever since I've been collecting the vintage collection. Everybody who probably has watched us before and will watch in the future, because we've already recorded something about this, will probably know that I have every single TVC card back that's ever been produced, with the exception of 2. Now, one of those is the mouse droid, and I never expect to be able to pick that one up. I saw one at the show, actually, and I think you spotted it. It was
graded, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was graded, and it was £1,000. So if that's how much they're charging for graded, there's no way I'll be able to buy it loose either. But a full size 3 3/4 inch figure card back that I don't have, and it's also one of my faves, and I've never been able to pick it up. but I managed to pick it up this time. It is VC112, and it is the Sand Trooper, and I managed to pick it up unpunched with one of the most immaculate cards I've ever seen. You can tell by the way I'm sort of very gently moving it around, but I mean the figure is an old sculpt, you know, but I love the sort of the paint app, the dirtiness of the figure. I love the orange pauldron, and that image to me is one of my most favorite images on
It's
the
so
TVC
cool.
card backs. It's amazing. So this finally completes my TVC card back collection, which is fantastic because it's been years and years in the making. But as Steph quite rightly said, when I got back and explained to her that it was the last TVC card back that I needed, she then started to worry that what I was going to start collecting now, I don't need TVC anymore. So, I had to put her mind at rest and say, no, that's probably it now. I probably won't be collecting Star Wars anymore.
Sure, yeah, sure. Well, there's always the mouse droid, you know.
Yeah.
There's always the mouse droid, and
Possibly.
there's a few gaps in that collection behind you, but that's for another time, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
Well, my second pickup is a second R2D2 to go with my collection.
I do hope you're keeping a running total of how many R2s.
Do you know what? I've probably got duplicate R2s now. Well, this one's got the flashback photo. I don't know if you can see that there, and then you pull that down and it changes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that did that at first, and then I was playing around with it. Oh, there you go.
So that's Power of the Force.
But, this is Power of the Force. Yeah, I almost thought it was Power of the Jedi, but it doesn't say Power of the Force on there.
Okay, interesting.
I don't know. I know that this card should or does say Power of the Force in some variants. So somebody let us know in the comments what the deal is there if they know. Keith. Yeah, I bought both of those at the same time, quite near the end actually. Well, it wasn't too close to the end, but my other one. Now this, I've been looking out for these for a long time.
Ooh.
Yeah, we have a little mystery crate, a Droid Factory mystery crate. It's actually
they are great
on
aren't
the front.
They?
The only thing is, I'm a little bit concerned about taking this off because it's probably going to go flying. I'm going to do it down here.
Yeah.
Because, it's a bit tight. But this guy is called M5K7. There's a nice little orange and silver droid, silver dome with orange on it.
Yeah.
Really like that one, though. They are, yeah. And the guy actually on the stall who I was chatting to about this, he said he sells them at the price that he paid for them in most cases, because he was just trying to collect them, and there was one that he needed, but obviously they're mystery. You don't know what you're getting. So he bought so many of them, and he just was selling off all his duplicates. But he did inform me he has completed the set now, so fair play to him, and it's my turn now. So
that's brilliant.
They're not easy to get hold of. So if that guy's watching, and you have more, then let me know in the comments, and I'll try and find a way to get in touch so I can buy a few more off you. I only bought
BB droids though.
No, the other one. He did have another one with the cone head to the droid, and I said I might come back for that one a little bit later. I want to see what else there is around first, and I completely forgot to go back, to be honest. You know how it is going to these events. So so speaking of that, missed opportunities. That was one of them for me. Anyone who's watched our Echo video would have seen that we put up a wish list at the beginning. I think I saw everything bar one item that was on my wish list, but everything was just a little bit out of price range. The Saga Collection Series 1 Astromechs, they were £100. Just couldn't do that. I couldn't bring myself to do that. There was the battle pack, and I was in negotiations, but I couldn't get him low enough because we discussed it, didn't we? There was a little bit of damage to the box, and it
It's
seemed
it's
silly
annoying because I
paying
think if
paying
his
what we
son had been there, you probably would have got it for 50 because he was like
quite
teetering.
possibly,
Yeah.
yeah, quite possibly,
Yeah.
but even then, I feel like that's a lot to pay for something with a bit of damage to the box. I don't
True.
know. I don't know that
Yeah.
one. I haven't really seen prices on that one. Yeah, I think most of the other things, we go back and watch the video back, and you said it earlier to me that you see things that you don't notice when you're there.
Yep. No, I mean, I noticed the Astromech 6 packs. All there was about 5 or 6 in a row on a table. They're the ones that the box is shaped like an Astromech. I think it's an Entertainment Earth
Oh
exclusive,
yes, yeah,
and
yeah,
there's the 6 droids in, and
yeah.
there were 6 of them, and they're all absolutely minty fresh out of the box. Looking at them in the
Hmm.
video, I never saw those at all. I have no
Did you not?
recollection of seeing those because I definitely would have got one of those.
Yeah,
And I
90
possibly would have
quid.
got one in secret for for Christmas because I know how
Oh,
much you want one of those as well. So,
that's,
you don't see
mm,
them very often, do you? Not in sort of
no,
that many bulk. Um,
no,
yeah.
no. Was there anything else you spotted that you would have liked to have
There
picked
was
up?
a few things, yeah, there was a few things on the list. There was the Jedi Council 3 packs, where they all make in a circle, they make up the Jedi
Mm. Oh
Council.
yeah, of
Keith
course.
Buckley actually spotted those, but he
Yeah.
wanted to sell them all as one sort of bulk out amount rather
Oh
than sell
right.
them separately. So
Mm.
I
And
wasn't doing that
you've
because
already got two,
2 of
so
them.
yeah,
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 exactly. Those TVC 3 packs that they released in 1.0 and some in 2.0.
yeah.
I've stuck because I've sort of now finished the card backs. Hope Steph's
They're
not
the
watching
ones
this
you
bit.
need next.
I was thinking, well, I haven't got the 3 packs, the special 3 packs.
Mm.
So I
And
was
they are
thinking of
smart.
they look
I
really
like those.
nice.
Yeah.
And again, I went the first stall I went to. He had 4 of them, and they were in.
Mm.
I'd say they were in very good condition, not mint. But again, for what he wanted for them, I just wasn't prepared to pay.
No, no.
But I was there really to complete the 2 main things, or at least get a bit further in the 2 main areas that I collect. And I think I've
Mm.
done rather well on
Yeah,
both fronts. So I'm not disappointed, but and I don't regret it. But there was
yeah.
certainly, more things there I would have bought if I could.
Oh, definitely, yeah, yeah. That's one thing I find. I find it very hard to be behind the camera, getting the footage and
Mm,
seeing what there is available. I'm too busy
mm,
concentrated on scanning
yeah,
the tables, and
that's
I
right.
I
Mm,
think the next time we go, I think we've agreed that we might not put a video out, and we might let me just experience the day completely.
yeah,
But we'll see. We'll
yeah,
see. We don't know.
yeah.
We don't know. There's there's too many people that expect us to get there and do a challenge, so we
Yes,
can't
for sure. We
can't
found that
disappoint,
out, didn't
can we?
we?
We can't disappoint. Yeah, yeah. So that is our pickups anyway, and Echo Base impressions, missed opportunities. Martin, what's up next on the channel? What's going on?
Well, obviously, this has been an Echo heavy week, and our normal release on a Tuesday would be our series for the love of Star Wars. So next Tuesday, we'll be returning to for the love of Star Wars with another special guest with another amazing pick that they have chosen to talk about. And then
Yep.
next Friday, we will be doing our 1,000 subscriber giveaway,
Yeah.
which obviously, we said earlier we've managed to achieve, and we're absolutely over the moon.
I
Obviously, we'll
can't
go
believe
more
it. Yeah.
into that. No, I can't believe it
Yeah.
either. We will go more into that during that episode. So a week from today's release, look out for that. We've got some great things that we've picked up and put aside for if this day ever came. So yeah,
Yep.
looking forward to
Yeah.
celebrating that. So yeah, it's going to be good.
Absolutely. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss that. And if you are subscribed, you'll be in with a chance of winning some of these lovely little prizes that we put together. Thank you for watching this one. It's been a blast. Echo's always amazing, so that's yeah, it's just great. Thanks again to everyone who came up to us on the day. Otherwise, please hit like on this video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.